Welcome back to Total F1. Today, we're going to discuss about one of the greatest F1 drivers from Brazil, Emerson Fittipaldi, who held the record as the youngest Formula 1 champion for more than 33 years. As someone from the 1970s and 80s, he is not much popular with the modern generation of the sport. However, Fittipaldi can be considered as one of the greatest drivers in his era, with the achievements that he had made in different types of motorsport categories, showing a great adaptability with different types of racing machinery. This is the story of Emerson Fittipaldi, and we are going to tell you every interesting fact of his racing career. But before we proceed, hit the subscribe button and smash the bell icon for more exciting updates. Emerson Fittipaldi was born in 1946 in Sao Paulo. He directly got the influence of his elder brother, Wilson Jr., who was a big race fan. Both of these brothers wanted to test their skills in real time and decided to become participants in many of the motorsport series. However, their father was not happy about their decision, as he wanted to see them as successful teens. At 14, Fittipaldi started to deal with motorcycles, and 2 years later, the Brazilian decided to move into an entirely new category of hydroplanes. But with the dangerous accident that his brother faced during a hydroplane racing event, young Fittipaldi made a U-turn and started focusing only on racing land vehicles. Before moving to Formula 1, he competed in an endurance racing event and was able to win the 6 hours of Interlagos in a Volkswagen Carmen Ghia at the age of 20. Exactly 1 year later, the young Brazilian demonstrated his class by winning the 12 hours of Porto Alegre as well. Both brothers wanted to find success in single-seater categories and moved to Formula V's. In his second season in the same series, young Fittipaldi was able to clinch the title, and this achievement was good enough to boost his confidence to explore more opportunities in the sport. He left Brazil in 1969 to find his destiny in Europe as a racer. The Brazilian's podiums and victories in the Formula Ford series were good enough to build his reputation as a rising talent. He became a student of the Jim Russell Driving School with the aim of developing his driving skills, and later he was hired by the Formula 3 team of the same driving school. Young Fittipaldi won the MCD Lombard Formula 3 Championship in 1969, recording 9 victories with the support of Jim Russell's Lotus 59 Challenger. Many F2 teams were impressed with the performance of this young Brazilian, and he got the offer from Lotus F2 to drive for them in the 1970 season. He was impressive throughout the season, hunting down the victories and podiums more consistently throughout the season. Lotus team owner Colin Chapman was satisfied with the performance of the young Brazilian driver and offered him a long-term contract with the British racing outfit, opening his path for the premium category. Fittipaldi completed the 1970 F2 season as third in the standings and was good enough to get his promotion to Lotus F1. Due to the heavy success of the Cosworth DFV engine and Lotus 49 and 49B cars in 1968, Team Lotus had established a reputation as a top Formula 1 team when Fittipaldi stepped into the F1 arena, benefiting from sponsorship influx. Lotus had a tradition of using non-championship F1 events to test its younger drivers, but Colin Chapman changed this approach by promoting the third seat into the championship races as well. In early 1970, the third seat was occupied by Alex Solaroig, and later it was passed on to Emerson Fittipaldi in July. Jochen Rindt and John Miles were the regular drivers of the Lotus F1 team in the 1970 season. Fittipaldi delivered a notable performance at the German Grand Prix, securing a 4th place finish. However, Lotus reached a low point at Monza in September with Rindt's fatal accident. With this tragedy, John Miles retired suddenly, putting the Lotus team in more trouble. Lotus F1 decided to promote Fittipaldi as the #1 driver at the United States Grand Prix, and luckily, he was able to claim victory. In 1971, Lotus's engineers further developed the Lotus 72 in search of more victories and performance. However, the output was moderate, and Fittipaldi finished his second season with the team as 6th in the Drivers' Championship. Lotus engineers designed something called the Lotus 72D, which was a very competitive package overall. Fittipaldi dominated the 1972 season with this new monster, winning 5 out of 11 races of the season. That performance was good enough to secure his first ever F1 Drivers' Championship at the age of 25, becoming the youngest champion in F1 history. That record remained for more than 3 decades since then. Continuing its winning momentum, the Brazilian started the 1973 season promisingly, with 3 wins using the Lotus 72D. Lotus engineers further developed it, introducing the new 72E, and this new version struggled a lot. This radical decision of the Lotus team created the opportunity for Jackie Stewart to defeat him for the Drivers' Championship. After failing to defend his title, the 1972 champion made a surprising move to McLaren, eyeing at more championships and victories. Although he secured only 3 victories in 1974 and was able to claim his second championship in a close battle with Clay Regazzoni. The subsequent season saw 2 more victories for Fittipaldi, but Niki Lauda's impressive performance throughout the season trapped him into second spot. Making another controversial decision, Fittipaldi left McLaren to join his brother Wilson's Copersucar-sponsored Fittipaldi Automotive team. That's the place where his downfall began. Even though Fittipaldi stayed 5 seasons with his brother's team, the best finish was just a second-place finish. The Brazilian retired from racing at the end of 1980 after dealing with a number of challenges in the latter part of his F1 career, where he was too consumed by team issues. Although he was only 33, Fittipaldi ended his decade-long F1 career, moving into team management alongside his brother. Emerson Fittipaldi's racing journey extended beyond Formula 1. Transitioning to IndyCar racing in the USA, he achieved notable success, clinching the 1989 championship and triumphing at the prestigious Indianapolis 500 twice. However, his career reached a critical point in 1996 when he suffered a severe crash during the Michigan 500, breaking his neck. Even though Fittipaldi made a big effort to recover, as he was with a persistent desire to return to racing, it was not successful. Fittipaldi faced another setback when his private plane crashed near his farm in Brazil, causing serious back injuries. This accident pushed him towards a total retirement. In the end, Emerson Fittipaldi was able to complete his racing career as a driver who won both the Formula 1 World Championship and the Indianapolis 500, twice each, and the Karts Championship once, which is a rare achievement for a racing driver. What do you think about the racing career of Emerson Fittipaldi? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel to get more exciting Formula 1 news. See you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.